coming around this time, in our time. This generation's not gonna pass, man. Till all things be fulfilled.
They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon the earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things, and have left them in writing. All the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season, so that a man cannot say this.
Hey, that's what I was speaking to us brothers, man, that are waiting patiently. He's gonna get to us. Read it again.
All the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season.
He's gonna give every needful thing in due season. You know, us brothers getting anxious. Me, I speak for myself. I'm anxious right now. I've been anxious, but I can't be hasty. I gotta remain in the spirit. But there's times where I'm at home where I get anxious, like I want something to happen. But if I had it that way, would I really be ready? You know? So the Lord is gonna do everything in his good time and make sure everything's perfect. Because we know, we already see it. It's been happening, all the destruction that's going on. That's not gonna end. All we're waiting for is Yahweh Shai to come and redeem the elect. We know the chip's coming. We know martial law is going to be implemented. We know a lot of people are going to die. We know some of the elect are going to be martyrs. You know?
Well, I was just saying, they had that saying, vengeance is sweet, I believe. You know, you heard that saying? Yeah. Vengeance is sweet, man, because when the time was ready, when the time was perfectly fully ready for that man to execute that judgment, it's all the more better because he saw he could wait, and it was way much more better than what he wanted his agenda to be forced upon. You know, that's why everything's got to be measured in a perfect time, because you don't know what the Most High has planned for his people. A lot of people don't even know. Like that one in Amos chapter 5, people are not just gonna die by the first person they see. They may get jacked up by that first person and have to limp down another mile, and that's where they suffer the worst part of their judgment. You know, however it needs. Judgment is done. One right here, but judgment are done in their times of measurements. And they, like it says, they fully appease the wrath of the Most High, of him that made it.
I got a scripture. This is Psalms 137:7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed? Who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Right, and that's the 144,000 men that are chosen to put out that judgment. All right, that's going to be your will as us, man. Me and this brother and the brothers who are out on the four corners of the earth. We're going to be the ones that help Yahweh Shai in the end, usher out that judgment. Yahweh Shai though, he's going to get the majority of Esau though at the end. But we get to have fun taking the rest of you people out. Your 2/3, because a lot of you 2/3, man, you're more wicked. You're more wicked than Esau. Y'all go ahead. Y'all further it. Esau may have stopped because he got tired, but here you are in the corner over there, still, you know, ushering it forth. You know, but judgment is going to be sweet. Happy is he. That's why the scriptures say in Isaiah 65 that we shall be happy. We shall be happy, but you shall mourn. We're gonna take our enemies down. We're gonna get to take down America. We're gonna get to destroy your Lowe's, your HEBs, your Piggly Wigglies. We're gonna cast all this shit out of here, man. And like the scripture said, America's gonna be like a salt pit, just a desolate land, just for a home for all the creeping things, roaches. Just a whole shitload of roaches are gonna be in your carcasses, man. But again, judgment is sweet, man. That's why the brothers gotta wait, because it's gonna be sweet if you make it through.
This is Proverbs 21:15. It is joy to the just to do judgment, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity.
Hey, joy should be
just to do judgment.
Right. What does it say in Ezekiel 9:4? That these men sigh and cry for the great abominations done in the city. We wouldn't be crying if we wanted. I'm not trying to put a word against it. We wouldn't be crying if we liked it. There you go. If we didn't want it to stop, we wouldn't be out here. But we're tired. We hate what goes on in the streets, man. We hate every action, man. We used to always tell you too, man. You can literally walk outside your door of your apartment, your house, wherever, and already you're tempted to do something wicked. Even in your own house. Your own mind conceives these wicked thoughts all the time, 24/7, that you just wish you could have peace of mind. We're tired, man. We want joy is to the right. And
it is joy to the just to do judgment.
And it's joy to the just to do judgment, man. That's what we're waiting on.
But destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity.
But destruction shall be to those that do iniquity.
The workers of iniquity.
To workers of iniquity. The ones who are pushing out all these abominations.
The ones that ain't doing according to what Yahweh Shem Yahweh told us to do when we were put on the earth. Because what's the whole conclusion of the whole matter? It's to fear God and obey the commandments. This is Proverbs 28:4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
There you go. So we understand that there's a judgment waiting for this place as well. We rejoice. Of course, there's going to be a contention with people we don't like, and we don't like you 2/3 or you heathen, because you don't keep what the Father had prescribed upon the earth for man. You don't take care of the earth. Like the said in Wisdom of Solomon, you're not ministers of righteousness. You don't judge the people right. You have all these TV shows of these court systems today. They're all nothing but jokes. And I thought you had a bunch of women in there, and they're laughing. The people, what do they call them? The people, the jury, not the jury, the people behind them, just the, I don't know what to call them. The people that are just witnessing. They're busy laughing, making jokes and mocking.
This is Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and when their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
That's why Sirach has said, man, that therefore I wrote these things and thought upon them, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to. The Most High said that when a king came into power, he was supposed to write the law in a book. He was supposed to write his own copy of the law and read it daily, so that he wouldn't be doing what the scriptures say. He wouldn't be telling you to do it, but he himself doesn't do it.
This is Matthew 13:14. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them.
Right, you can't, because you don't follow the simple instructions the Most High told you. You got to be a hearer and a doer of this word, man, in order to even be able to see. The scriptures tell you, man, that you cannot be partial in any of these things. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. If you're just hearing it, like he just read, but you're not doing it, you're worse than the how does that one go? You're worse than the infidel, unbeliever. You're a hypocrite. You don't keep right judgment.
This is James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Deceiving your own selves. Going back to the beginning of the lesson, deceiving yourselves so much that you believe whatever you believe today. That's why there's judgments coming upon the earth.
A lot of you people think you ain't got to do obey the commandments. A lot of you people think that all you got to do is say, I love the Lord. That's not the way you prove the Lord you love. Anybody can say they love me, but do I believe that they love me? No. Why? Because they ain't show me nothing. They ain't doing nothing for me. You see what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shai expects that same comment, that logic. That's logical. Hey, well, all right, you say you love me, okay, cool. And you go on your way, you don't believe it. But then in the back of your mind, like, well, let's see. Let's see what this dude does. Let's see what this so-called friend does. Let's see what this so-called pastor, brother and sister of the faith do. They'll end up fucking you over. You know? But the Bible tells you on how to love the Lord. The Bible tells you on how to acknowledge Yahushua as your King and your Lord and Savior, and to prove that you love Him. And it's simple. Obeying Him, listening, but not do it. I'm not done yet. Not being a doer, not being a hearer, but you got to be a doer. All right? Going back to James 1:23. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty, and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed.
And blessed in your deeds. So if you obey the Most High, you'll be able to understand the sayings.
Yep. Not only that, Yahushua is going to preserve you. He's going to keep you. You're not going to fall out. You're not going to be put in harm's way. You're not going to be put in a dangerous situation. Yahushua is always going to deliver you. Just like Yahushua, he was put in many situations, but he always made his way out. Why? Because Yahweh had him. Yahweh had his back. The apostles didn't do nothing. It was Yahweh doing everything. All right? So that pertains to us, brother, because we're called heirs. We're joint heirs to Yahushua. So Yahushua said, hey, if you obey me, I'm going to protect you. Strive for the truth till death, and the Lord shall fight for you. That's true, man. But yeah, there's times where us brothers get weak, and we complain or we doubt, but that's part of going through this fiery trial. You know? But at the same time, we got to learn from them certain situations that we've already been through 100 times. That you shouldn't even be knocking us down on, you know what I'm saying? So, like the scriptures say, you're gonna be blessed in your deed. You know? You got something?
Yeah, well, I still had this one in Sirach. Finish. Sirach chapter 39, verse 33. All the works of the Lord are good, and He will give every needful thing a due season, so that a man cannot say this is worse than that. For in time they shall all be well approved. And therefore praise ye the Lord with the whole heart and mouth, and bless the name of the Lord.
Because no matter what situation we're in, we got to endure. You know, there ain't no, well, I need to be in this lighter situation. If you fall out, you fall out. But we all got to continue. We got to continue fighting through this hell, man. No matter how light or how heavy the situation is, we got to keep going. You know? And then Yahushua is going to grant you, he's going to crown you with a beautiful crown and give you a palm in your hand, which is a palm of peace. You know? Set you up as a king, and he's going to give you all these great gifts, man. These promises. Like he told Job at the end, man. You know, Job endured his persecution, his trial. He received 100-fold.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 41, or verse 40. Take that number, O Zion, and set up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. The number of thy children, whom thou longest for, is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and received psalms. Then said I unto the Lord, what young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world.
Right, it's the Son of the Most High who they've confessed in the world. This is Yahweh Shai. Now, if you confess Yahweh Shai in the open, he's gonna confess you to his Father.
Then began, it says, I'll start over. So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly.
That stood so stiffly, man. That's the point. After that, get Colossians 2. And that stood so stiffly for who?
For the name of the Lord.
For the name of the Lord. And we're standing stiffly for the scriptures, man, for the book. And the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, you know, if we're that part of the elect, he's gonna grant us that those beautiful, wonderful gifts, man. That we're gonna be able to feel, like I always say, man, we're gonna be able to feel what true love is. You know? Comfort, security. To actually breathe, to be at peace. You know, all you people want to settle for this mediocre kingdom, man. America's about to go down. And everywhere it's circulating, even the Edomites will tell you that it's gonna go down. They even know that every great kingdom rises and falls, but Esau, I think he's gonna fight. You know, he can fight against the government, he's gonna overcome the government. Not this time, man. This is it. This is the last kingdom of the heathen to rule on the earth. And it's gonna be us, the Israelites, Yasha'Allah. You know, the 144, that's gonna have that great multitude that were clothed in white robes. That's who's gonna rule the earth, man. The nation of Israel. All right, get that one in Colossians.
Okay, yeah. Colossians chapter 2, verse 13, or verse 6, I mean. As ye have therefore received Christ Yahweh Shai the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, established in the faith as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
And now that's us having to be rooted and grounded in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Those who stood so stiffly, we're like a palm tree, man. You know, boom, our roots dug deep in the earth, and we're there, Lord willing. You know, what does a palm tree do when a storm or hurricane comes? Them things are going like this. They're swaying, bending, back, sideways, all over the place, man. You know, because they were flexible. You know, they were flexible. They were, flexible. You know, and they were rooted. You know, yeah, they probably lost some leaves and everything, but hey, they're still getting water. They heal back up.
Yeah, it says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. For in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily, and ye are complete in him, which is the head of all principality and power.
Yeah, get 2 Timothy 2 and 1.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Christ Yahweh Shai, and the things that thou hast heard of me.
Be strong in the grace of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? Though we have this grace period, you can fall off. You know, you still got to be strong in these times of coming to the acknowledgement of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and sticking up 10 times more. All right, go ahead.
And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also.
Right, and that's for you scoffing ass, mocking ass, people out there that think that you ain't got to be taught by a man. You got to be taught by a righteous man. You got to be taught by a man of the Lord. All right? And you got to commit yourself unto that man. You know? If you're by yourself, then okay, but you still got brothers on the other four corners of the earth. You got the elders, So you gotta respect the order.